James Hodder for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're in Dublin today on the second coming card put on by MGM on BoxNation. With me, I've got Jamie COX, the current WBO European champion. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, James. Good, mate. Good. Yeah.
How did you enjoy the press conference in Dublin?
Yeah, it was good. Really good to be here. I've got some family from Donegal, so
have you?
Yeah, my father was Irish, so yeah, I've got a few of them coming down. So yeah, it should be good.
Interestingly enough, quite a lot of the sort of English fighters that are on the card have got some kind of Irish connection, which makes it a bit more interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah. My mother's Welsh and my dad was Irish, so good little mix there. John obviously got Irish blood as well, my trainer. So yeah, it's good to fight over here. This is our debut fight as a professional in the National Stadium here. Yes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Everyone here has been welcoming, and yeah, it's going to be a sellout. So I'm looking forward to it.
You fought at the National Stadium before. I was there and watched Jamie Conlon versus Junior Granados. Cracking atmosphere. What's it like from a fighter's point of view to be in the National Stadium to fight there?
Yeah, I fought there as an amateur a couple of times, and yeah, obviously I can't really remember it, but yeah, I've heard so much. John's been there with Macklin as well, and he said the atmosphere is electric, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be big.
I asked you a question in the press conference today regarding who you think is the number one super middleweight in Britain for the 168 fighter. You answered James DeGALE on that. Could you elaborate a little bit on that for me?
For me, James is the best fighter in the super middleweights in the world right now. Yeah, that's where I want to be, and we're working towards that. I know I can compete at that level, no problem. Yeah, just if I work with John, Des Witter, working hard, we're going to get there. And we're ranked in the top 5 in the world now, so in the WBO, sorry. So we're working hard to get to the number 1 position, and when we do, we'll be making the most of it.
I mean, I hope you don't mind me saying, it's quite a start-stop career in terms of getting the momentum going. What's been the main reason for that, Jamie?
Well, your little booby partner asked me that before, Coogan. So I've got a man now, James. I've got you. You know what I mean?
Don't know about that.
You're the man, James, definitely. And I broke my hand, see, and it took a while. I had a few operations and it messed up a little bit. So it's right as rain now, and John makes sure that it's wrapped up perfectly before every training session. And yeah, we've not had no problem since. It's due to Mike Hayton. He fixed it for me, and it's been right as rain ever since, and I want to keep it that way.
Now, I know you've been offered quite a lot of opponents, and for whatever reason, there's not been that many people willing to face you at 168. Do you find it hard to get the quality of opponents that you want and the names that you're looking for, so to speak?
Yeah, I think Ramirez won it, the mandatory number 1, John, was it? Ramirez got offered it.
So sorry, James.
No, John.
Come on, mate.
Don't want to steal your thunder, John.
Come on, mate.
No, James. Basically, mate, Barry Jones was with Bunsey last week on Bunsey's hour, and it's frustrating, really. Barry Jones mentioned about a few opponents for Jamie, and I agree with all the names he mentioned. There's Lee Markham, there's Luke Blackledge, Frank Bugliano. Pascal said today he's going to move to 175. Fair play. Pascal's a straight bloke, good fella. And I agree with all these names and opponents, mate. But Frank will tell you, these kids will not fight Jamie. The fights have been put to him. Luke Blackledge, December 19th, he was asked if Jamie would fight him. He said, "Commonwealth soil, it's going backwards." Yeah, I'll fight him. That's the fight you want. I'll fight him. They do not want to fight him, mate, because they know they're going to sleep. That's a fact. It's not be about the bush. Jamie will put these kids to sleep. Lee Markham was meant to fight Jamie for the WBO European title. He ended up fighting Blas Malguin Martinez because Lee Markham's manager. Lee Markham will take the fight, but God bless Andy Haley. He thought the right thing was keeping Lee Markham away from Jamie, and he's quite right, because Jamie will take him out. And he'll take every super middleweight out. So we get tomorrow out the way, and then there's talking about kids' domestic life. Well, we need to start talking about this kid because he beat every one of them.
168 division in Britain, and on the world scene is absolutely thriving at the moment. How far do you think you are away from getting into that level where people are talking about you in the same category as the likes of DeGALE, the likes of Rocky Fielding and Callum Smith at the moment?
I will fight any of them, because you know what, we work very damn hard in that gym. It's better to come from me sometimes as well. People know, go around the boxing gyms. You know what I mean? It's not no talk. you know, let's get it, you know, get it straight. Go and ask them. You know what I mean? What I'm doing to these people, and you know, at the end of the day, I just want to be involved. Me and John, we just want to be involved in some big fights. I've been out there with the States. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I've seen WBC champion, what's his name? Badu Jack. I've seen him. We will destroy him. We will destroy him. I've seen him in the gym. Cecil McCullough, I've seen him sparring multiple times and got the better of him. And Cecil's a 147 fighter. You know, so you know, he had a good day against George Groves. But if we get in there, we knock him out. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm just working towards getting involved in some big fights right now. Just getting my nut down. Just concentrating on my training. Concentrating on my little gym that I've got at home. And just my family, and that is it. That is all I care about. Just reaching that number one spot. I don't want to remember as being as I has been. I want to be number one.
James DeGALE takes on Lucien Butte in Quebec, defending his world title. How do you think James will get on in that?
I think James will do a job on him. James is the best right now, best super middleweight fighter in the world, and he will beat Lucien Butte. And yeah, you know, we're on the fringe of getting there, and you know, when we do, we take our chance.
Also this Saturday, I know you're fighting in Dublin on the same day.
Yeah.
Callum Smith will be fighting Rocky Fielding. Interesting matchup, that one, and billed as a 50-50 fight. Can I ask your thoughts on that fight today?
Yeah, I think Rocky Fielding has got the beating of him. I think it's a good fight. You know, it could go either way, but I think Rocky, just because certain things that he does, will win the fight. And yeah, it's an interesting fight. Big fight for Liverpool. Fair play to both the guys taking that fight. But you know, I really want to push on now for that WBO. If I'm number 5 or 6 now in them ratings, I want to push to be mandatory spot, and we'll fight for that world title.
I mean, where do you feel more comfortable fighting? And if there was sort of, I don't know, not a homecoming sort of fight, but somewhere where BoxNation can get behind you and put on shows for you, where would that area be for you?
Well, you know, I've got a lot of family in Donegal, but I'm from Swindon, so you know, at the end of the day, I've got a lot of friends, all my family, friends, supporters that travel around to London, wherever, they're coming over to Dublin last minute as well.
There was a couple on my flight, interestingly enough, that were coming over to see you.
So,
a man and a woman. Yeah. So if you're watching this, you've got to mention it.
So you know, like, I want to give back to them. You know, I've got a lot of support in Birmingham as well now, and you know, I've got some good people as well, and you know, John, Des, Lee, obviously as well. I've got a very good friend that's helped me out. 2 friends actually, Ricky Mazzotta and Steve Moto. They backed me, supported me to get where I need to be, and I'm very lucky. You know, I've got, you know, so if I could get a big fight in Swindon, that'd be a blessing. But I'll go anywhere to fight, James. Anywhere.
I know you will. All right. Well, listen, job on Saturday, defending your WBO European title. Hopefully, bigger things for you to come for 2016.
Bang on, James. Nice one. I'm looking forward to it.
Listen, thank you for giving me some of your time.
Cheers, Jay.
Appreciate
nice
it.
One.
Catch you again soon.
Thank you. Nice one, mate.